Hello guys, my name is Akshay Shinde. I'm the managing director of WebRoller, and I'm a member of India Asia Trade Organization. I come here to visit the Bangkok Eye Hospital, and I see there is an amazing facility for foreigners. So I decided to explore more. So let me introduce you with the managing director as well as the marketing manager. So they will explain you how they are working and why that is a unique and comfortable facility for foreigners. Please.
Okay, sure. Hello everyone. So actually, as a hospitals, we are very quite new, but we have been operating over 25 years as a basic centers, and now we're expanding to the Bangkok Eye Hospitals. We realized that a lot of our customers or patients arrive from multiple countries, some from Europe, some from within Asia. And these facilities basically are the concept of the new eye hospitals. The main facilities that can support every patient is to deliver the most comfortable with the minimum time actually. So within a very, if you take a look back at a conventional hospital, right, you will see that it's overcrowded. It takes a lot of time to spend in the hospitals, and you need to wait a very long time to meet doctors or taking any examinations. The treatment process is a little bit slower than you expected. But with this Bangkok Eye Hospitals, we designed it from the ground up. So our main purpose of building this whole new hospital is to make sure that every patient accepts and receives a smart ways of patient journeys. When we say a smart patient journey is that every step is less than 15 minutes. Every patient can register themselves in the hospital system before they even arrive, and they can arrange and have applications to actually help them to spend less time with more precise treatment delivered to them at the hospital. So this is our basic history. Okay, we are founded in 1998, so over 35 years ago, now 26, and we are the first one in Thailand to acquire the legless LASIK. So we come from our LASIK centers, and then we introduced the AI powers femtosecond lasers, which actually are very new technologies, right? And we can say that we are one of the first adopters and one of the first in Thailand to trying to acquire the new technologies to deliver the best care for our patients. So we always try to keep up to date medical equipment, and our founder is very technological headed. So he's always trying to have the best technologies in hand so that we can make sure that every patient we serve. So you can see that this is a VVAP rooms for our patients. So it's we have these type of rooms, about 4 to 5 rooms. So basically, because eye diseases don't usually require to be admitted, but in some cases, like infections in the eyes, you need to be admitted like perhaps a week or maybe even longer. So that in that period of time, we want to make sure that they are staying in a comfortable environment. And you can see here, right, there's a glasses, and the glasses actually reflect the light that may be sensitive to patients during that time. So that is one of the designs we have here too. So from ground up, we try to be the most specialist for the eyes. Okay, these are our VIP rooms and our standard rooms. Basically, we have a very standard accommodations, but we integrated the IoT systems to help patients as well. So right now, the smart eye hospitals in many countries have the smart systems, right? So we can know exactly where patients go, does he wake up or even somewhere in the hospitals without attending. We know that because we also integrate that system in the hospitals. We also integrated the robotic services for our patients because we know now that as I introduced myself earlier, the hospitals, we're trying to be the smart eye hospitals. And one of the components of smart eye hospital is to use the robotic services. But that is not the core. The core is to minimize the time. So suffice to say that high technologies comes with high compassion. We don't only focus on technologies, but we want to focus on the care that patients receive as well. But with that care, we try to minimize the load burdens that the medical professionals are currently facing in many hospitals. So the robots have precisions and they don't actually tire like humans. So they are less likely to fail in terms of errors. But at the same time, we are in healthcare system and we are healthcare professionals who provide services. Healthcare is something all of us, as I discussed with the founders of these hospitals, we want to make sure that it is the most technological services available, but at the same time with high compassion, because that's where the healthcare service lies. When patients or someone arrive and they are sick, they don't care. They don't just want a robot to do services. Robot is our assistant, but the main core is that our people. So here's the visions to be number one in Asia. And we have so many services here. For example, in advanced retina centers, you can see that in general hospitals, you may have retina department, but not retina specialists or retina equipment, because that is a high investment for general hospitals. Here we have a dedicated retina equipment for a retina specialist. So from the diagnostic equipment, from the examination equipment, and the doctors, and the surgeries, it can be carried away in retina centers. And also for glaucoma. For glaucoma, it's just like any hypertension. If you heard about high blood pressure, it's like one of the number one, let's say, number one diseases in many countries is high blood pressure, right? And everybody got this when they get older, but it's the same thing with your eyes. Your eyes will get high blood pressure, and that causes glaucoma, right? So glaucoma treatment is like a lifelong treatment for some people. But for our centers, we try to reduce that time. If you used to have the traditional ways of treating glaucoma is a very strenuous way and very long, take a long time to operate. But with a minimal invasive glaucoma treatment, we can use just simple implants and take less than 15 minutes, let's say, to do the whole surgeries and treatment right away. Can even be done in the open patients department. So this is our technology. Of course, we're growing up from LASIK centers. Right? We have we are probably the most experienced refractive centers in Thailand. We also, for research with one of the top providers in terms of laser, and we also, have our own brand of laser treatment. We call it Robotics and laser. So if you go out there and find a lot of laser procedures and treatment, here we have our own versions of laser treatment that we co-research with laser teams and the operators to make sure that this is actually it's like one of our expertise here. For cornea, same things happens with cornea. In most countries, you need to wait a very long time. There's a waiting list for a cornea transplant. But here at Bangkok Eyes Hospital, we try to acquire the best way to use cornea transplant, and we try to reduce the times for patients waiting as well. We also have because we are, let's say, laser experts and technology development experts. So we also use the laser system to help in terms of surgeries in transplanting the cornea as well. So the waiting times and recovery will be less. Children. Because children's eyes are as much as important as adults. And most of the diseases that happens in eye diseases in children, like lazy eyes, it actually can be prevented or improve the conditions if we found earlier. So we have a dedicated children eye centers with a pediatric ophthalmologist, which take care of these types of diseases commonly found in children. Okay, here's some mistakes else. So oculoplastic center is about both disease and aesthetics. So there are two parts for oculoplastic centers. The first part is disease. From doing the eyelids, your eyes, when you're getting older, the muscles getting weaker, and your eyelids start hanging a little lower than usual. You can fix that because that is one of the diseases. But at the same time, there are some other diseases that people do not know that oculoplastic surgeons handle. For example, for cataracts, right? Some old patients usually having, crying all the time, they're having very watery eyes. But that's one of the experts we have here. But at the same time, for someone who wants to improve their appearance or getting confident, and aesthetics is one part that one of the cares that can be carried away at our hospitals, and we have experts for that. We're not just only plastic surgeons, because if you survey around, you found a lot of double eyelids carried out by plastic surgeons. But that's not the same as with an ophthalmologist, oculoplastic surgeon, because they know the whole structures very deeply, and they operate with eyes specifically, so that they knew exactly what they're doing with your eyes, and in the long run, after that, how their visions will become, and the appearance after that as well. So this is one of the most advanced things, most complicated diseases, let's say. The neuro-ophthalmology is a very, very complicated disease that can, if you went to the wrong place, it could be a disaster. Right? Because neurologists and ophthalmologists link through nerve systems, your eye sensor and optical nerves. And our expert is one of the top experts, and he's very well versed in neuro-ophthalmologies, because these things becomes with simple conditions or symptoms like eye twitchings or blurry visions. But without an expert, you will find out that you have problems with your nervous systems in your eyes. That's why it is essential to go to an eye specialist hospitals or a neuro-ophthalmologist to actually seek care. Because sometimes people get blurry visions and they say, okay, I have nearsighted, or even after you correct it with your glasses, sometimes it doesn't really correct your visions. Yes, that's true. Right? And that's where the neuro-ophthalmology comes in. So our main customers are probably someone who wants a very high-tech, very up-to-date technologies to serve with their needs in terms of eye care and eye health. We also there are probably someone who wants a fast recovery and also affordable environment to be taken care of. I think that summarizes of our Bangkok Eye Hospitals. Perhaps it's a little longer than usual, and this is all the centers that we have here. But I hope that you guys can have a very brief, reviews of our hospitals. And if you're interested, feel free to contact us.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
So much for.